I'm Steph Day and I'm from Paper Pear. I run a gallery in Wagga Wagga and I love doing business in the country. Paper Pear began when I saw this cute little shop front. Thought it would be nice to have a space for my own work, a studio space for me to create in, and also a place to teach kids art. Before I opened the gallery, I was doing some kids' workshops in Wagga. I just thought it was a nice adjunct to the space that I have here to be able to bring children into the gallery and expose them to the artworks and give them something that they haven't got otherwise. The children's workshops I love because children, when they produce art, have no fear at all. So they haven't been, conditioned to think that their work isn't good enough. So they just come up with what they come up with and they're very pleased. I do throw away the rubbers, so they don't tend to rub out the lines and think so much about their work. Just keep drawing, keep exploring, and the process is as important as what they finish up with. When I started, everything was very beige. I think I thought that everything needed to be reasonably neutral and have a certain look. But as I got more and more artists involved and on board, colour became a big thing. And it became a right of animals as well. So on any given day, there's a menagerie of animals in here. So if you want to come in your lunch hour and talk to the animals, you're more than welcome to do so. It's just a crazy collection, very eclectic. I guess I got in the not homewares, but I got in the accessories as well, which made a big difference to the place. So people could come here and buy bags and jewellery and candles and all sorts of other Australian-made items. So I guess that brought lots more people in as well. I've always been a drawer and a doodler and always doing something creative, whether it be with flowers, with food, with paint, drama, all those sorts of things I loved. So to do something creative was always just in me, I think. Catherine Stewart, she was a friend of a friend, so initially I started with my own artwork on the walls here, and when it sold, I was overjoyed. But I also needed something to put back on the walls, so a friend said to me that she knew Catherine.
I came in with a collection of paintings to show Stephanie originally when she opened, just to see what she thought, and I think 2 sold before I got home, so I was very excited and it was a great start for me on my art journey.
Before she'd gotten back to Coleambally, where she was living at the time, I'd already sold one, so I figured I was going to be a gallery from there on in.
What's exciting is actually the engagement that Stephanie seems to have with her audience, which is not just Australia-wide but now spreading overseas, and it's really incredible that one person is able to be so innovative and take on social media platforms like she does, and that's really exciting for me. That takes my artwork all over the world almost.
So many favourite moments. I love seeing photographs of the artworks hanging in somebody else's house. I love when the truck arrives with new paintings and I get to unpack them and just go ooh and ah over them. Taking things to people's houses and just finding the right place for art and having them smile when you hang something is very rewarding. With Anna Blattman, I put off contacting her for quite some time. I'd seen her work online and Canterbury Art Show in Victoria, which I follow, and I'd seen her pieces and thought, oh, I'd love to have Anna Blattman's pieces. So I put it off as long as I could, and then I guess I just wanted to ask her, so I did. Initially, she wasn't able to supply me with pieces, so I just pestered her and pestered her and pestered her until she said yes. And now we're great friends. Quite a few people come here and they've never had an original artwork before. They're so chuffed when they buy their first one, and invariably they'll come back for a second and a third. My children might say I'm Insta famous, but apparently not until I get 10,000 followers, which I'm working on. I think I've got almost 9. I don't know how it grew, but it just has. I think I've got such a visual product that I can hardly go wrong. And I keep changing it. I'm on Instagram and Facebook. So I'm always updating the photos, and I converse with my audience. So if they're talking to me on there, I'm talking back to them, and I'm always checking to see if anybody needs anything, wants to buy anything, because that's what I love. I sell a lot of art via social media and a lot of art sight unseen, both in Australia and also overseas. So it's been a great part of my business, having the social media. Being located regionally, I think it's been a big plus for my business. I think though I've got a wide social media network of people who obviously are in the metropolitan areas as well, the people of Wagga and surrounds are able to just walk in here and find something that they wouldn't see otherwise locally. I think the fact that I've created this space that people are enjoying and responding to, and that I'm selling art, which is fabulous. So I've sort of made something pretty special, I think, and created something just from scratch. I'm probably set my own business model. I've just decided that I wanted to have something artistic, something wholly Australian, and something that represents me. I've done my motherhood thing. Well, it's never stops, but once the kids were at school, I felt like it was my time to do something for me and for them, to show them what they can do. I'm learning as I go, and I think I'm kind of nailing it now. If you've got a vision, just go for it.